science class. Today I am going to discuss with you our second chapter, components of food. At the end of today's class, you will learn about different nutrients in the food and also how to test their presence in our food. We should have to eat varieties of food items in a day. Or we have to include varieties of food items like vegetables, fruits, meat, egg, leafy vegetables, etc. in our food. Why? Because all the food items have their own roles in our body. And also there are some components which is needed by our body. These components are known as nutrients. So what are nutrients? Nutrients are the components present in our food and which is needed by our body. Nutrients are the components of food which is needed by our body. Nutrients are the components of food needed by our body. Nutrients are the components present in a food which is needed by our body. And we have mainly 5 nutrients in our food. There are 5 nutrients in our food named carbohydrate, proteins, fat, vitamins, minerals. So the 5 nutrients present in our food are carbohydrates, proteins, fat, vitamins and minerals. In addition to these, our food contains dietary fiber and water which also needed by our body. Main components are carbohydrates, proteins, fat, vitamins and minerals. In addition to this, there are 2 other components in our food named dietary fiber and water. These 2 also needed by our body.
What is a nutrient? Nutrients are the essentials for the normal functioning of the human, or nutrients are the components which is needed by our body. Includes carbohydrates, protein, fats, vitamins, minerals, water and dietary fiber.
Let's discuss some examples of the food items which contain these nutrients. Carbohydrates. The food items which contain carbohydrates are rice, wheat, mango, potato, papaya, etc. So these food items contain carbohydrate. And proteins, peas, soya beans, meat, fish, milk, egg, etc. contain proteins.
Food containing fats, fatty meats and fish, cheese, butter, avocado, nuts and seeds, chocolate. Vitamin rich food, pineapple, watermelon, cauliflower, pumpkin, banana, grapes, capsicum, pomegranate, apple, orange, gooseberry, etc. Food item rich in minerals, milk, apple, spinach, beans, eggs, etc.
Do all foods contain all these nutrients? We have simple methods to test their presence. Let's start with the carbohydrate. There are many types of carbohydrates, but sugar and starch are the forms of carbohydrates found in our food. Which are the 2 types of carbohydrates found in our food? Sugar and starch. So 2 types of carbohydrates found in our food are sugar and starch. Test for starch. Test for starch means test for carbohydrate. Take the food item and add 2-3 drops of iodine solution to it. Take the food items like boiled rice or potato, then add 2-3 drops of iodine solution to it. Iodine is a brown colored solution. On adding 2-3 drops of iodine solution to the food item, if it turns blue-black color, which shows that the food item contains carbohydrate or starch. Take a food item add 2-3 drops of iodine solution. If the color turns to blue-black, which indicates the presence of starch or carbohydrate in the food.
Test for starch or carbohydrate. A small quantity of a food item or a raw ingredient is taken. 2-3 drops of dilute iodine solution is put on it. It turns blue-black. A blue-black color indicates that it contains starch.
Test for protein. Take the food item, make their paste or powder, mix them in water, mix it well, then add 2 drops of copper sulfide and 10 drops of caustic soda to it. Wait for 2 minutes. If the color changes to violet, which indicates the presence of protein. Copper sulfide and caustic soda are chemicals which is present in our school laboratory. If you want to test the protein with liquid substances like milk, you don't want to make their paste or powder. Why? Because they are already in liquid form. In that case, you can add copper sulfide and caustic soda directly into the milk. Suppose if you want to test the protein in meat or eggs, first you have to make their paste or powder, then mix in the water, then add the copper sulfate and caustic soda. Clear? So how to test for protein? Take the food item, make their paste or powder, mix them in water, then add 2 drops of copper sulfide, 10 drops of caustic soda to it. Wait for 2 minutes. If the color changes to violet, which indicates the presence of protein. So this violet color indicates the presence of protein. Check it here. Take the food item, make their paste or powder, mix it in the water, add 2 drops of copper sulfide and 10 drops of caustic soda. Wait for 2 minutes. If the color changes to violet, it indicates the presence of protein.
Test for protein. A small quantity of a food item is taken for testing. If the food is solid, first a paste is made of it or powder it. A small quantity of food item is grated or smashed. Some paste is put in the clean test tube and 10 drops of water are added to it and shake. Now using a dropper, 2 drops of solution of copper sulfide and 10 drops of solution of caustic soda are added to the test tube and shaked well. The test tube is let stand for few minutes. A violet color indicates presence of protein in the food item.
Test for fat. Take the food item, wrap it with a paper, press it thoroughly, unfold it. An oily patch on the paper indicates the presence of fat. Take a paper, place the food item which you want to test, then wrap it and crush it thoroughly, unfold it. An oily patch on the paper indicates the presence of fat. Clear? Take the food item, wrap it in a piece of paper. An oily patch on a paper indicates the presence of fat. Okay? So, blue-black color indicates the presence of starch or carbohydrate. Violet color indicates the presence of protein. And an oily patch on the paper indicates the presence of fat in the food.
Test for fat. A small quantity of a food item is wrapped in a piece of paper and crushed. The paper should not tear. Now the paper is straightened. The paper is held against the light. An oily patch on paper shows that the food item contained fat.
It's time to conclude today's class. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.